Hello, my name is Jim Wise, PGA head professional at Eagle Point Golf Club in Birmingham, Alabama. Today we're going to work on a pre-shot routine. Pre-shot routine is what every good golfer has before they start their shot. It helps them to come through under pressure doing the same routine each time. I'm going to give you several different examples of pros that have used the pre-shot routine. Every one of them have a pre-shot routine, and you have to establish the one that's best for you. But I'm going to give you some examples, like for Billy Casper. He's one of the older players. He's in the Hall of Fame. He's won major championships. But Mr. Casper would do this. He would take his club out of the bag. He would select his club, and he'd come around here. He would take the club, and he'd go through a couple of pre-swing little moves like this, and then he'd put the club behind the ball and look at the one time, and he'd let her go. Real fast swinger. And I saw him do this one time at a practice round for the PGA Championship. And he did this. He took his club out, goes around here, takes his pre-shot deal, takes one look down there, and there's a spectator going across in front of the green. So he comes back, puts the club back in his bag, takes the same club back out of his bag, and goes through the same routine again. And then he hits the shot. So the routine has got to be consistent every time. The next one is Jack Nicklaus, one of the greatest golfers, if not the greatest golfers of all time. Now, Jack Nicklaus would always pick him out a spot in front of the ball, maybe 5 or 10 feet out there. And he would take his grip, and he would walk around here like this. He would put the club behind the ball before he ever took his stance, and he would look at that spot. He'd really focus that spot. Then he would take his stance, take one look at the fairway, look at that spot one more time, and let it go. He did that every time, and it was very successful for him. Next to Mr. Arnold Palmer, the king. He, back in his smoking days, he would smoke all the time, but he would hitch his britches. He was famous for hitching his britches. He would come around here and he'd throw that cigarette out there, and then he'd put that club behind the ball and rip it with a very aggressive swing. But it took no time at all. Finally, we're going to talk about Jason Duffner, the boy from Auburn that's had a rise to success this last year. He won over $3 million. And he has got a distinct pre-shot routine. You can tell it anywhere. He takes the club behind the ball, he sets the club behind the ball, and he'll hinge like this about 8 or 9 times sometimes. He's got people copying him now, but one of those times, he does it about 7 or 8 times, then he puts the club behind it and lets her go. And it's worked very well for him. Now, I've given you several examples of different successful pros for their careers that definitely have a pre-shot routine. A pre-shot routine is used to try to get yourself triggered to hit that ball successfully. Now, I've seen people that don't do that, and they'll get up over the ball and they'll freeze, they'll stand there and stand there and stand there and stand there. The longer they stand there, they get tighter and tighter, and then they usually have a tight swing and miss the shot. So I would strongly recommend that each of you think about a pre-shot routine. It can be, some people are fast, some people are slow. It's got to be whatever is suitable for you. It's not the same for everyone. I would definitely suggest you use a pre-shot routine to help you come through under pressure. This is Jim Wise with your Wise Tip of the Month.